I had tried to sell my home on my own, for sale by owner, and it took a very, very long time, and I didn't really have a lot of results. So when I decided to go with Nathan, by the time everything was said and done from start to finish, it took 3.5 months. My husband and I were very, very happy with the results because at the time the market was not very good. We didn't think that our home would sell that fast, but it did, so it made us extremely happy that we chose Nathan. There were several people on the team that were very helpful. Megan was great at making the appointments, very courteous, very kind, and Jamie was just a peach. She was so helpful. Whenever I needed something, I would call her and she would be right on it. Nathan was very, very professional in all of his presentations, in his callbacks. Having a whole team to deal with is beneficial as opposed to having one, because you have several people at your disposal who can help you when one isn't available, and it's quite the advantage when you're trying to sell a home in a tough market. There was an instance where there was a storm and my sign had broken, so I called Jamie and one of the team members came down ASAP and fixed it. When I tried to sell my home, I put beautiful pictures on the internet. I didn't get any results, but when I hired Nathan, the results were immediate. Our house sold so fast, it was amazing. I had interviewed several realtors prior to Nathan Clark, and I wanted to make sure that I was choosing the correct person for the job. He was the last person that I interviewed, and he was so prepared. He was very professional, very knowledgeable, and that's why I chose him, and he did a great job. There was another agent that came into our home and gave us some figures and comps, and she told us that we could get asking price, which was great because my husband and I saw dollar signs in our eyes. But when Nathan came in and gave us the comps and the numbers and all that, he said that because of the market, you're only going to get the market value, which I didn't like at first because obviously I wanted to sell for asking price, but he was being honest, and his honesty is what sold our home. There was an issue on the buyer's end where Nathan was able to come in and negotiate a deal to help them be able to purchase our home, and it worked out. He sent me a friendly letter just saying, give me a tip on how to clean your windows. He said, use newspaper, and I did, and it worked. So I liked his follow-up, and I liked his professionalism. At the time that we wanted to sell our home, the market was really bad. There was a lot of foreclosures on our street and a lot of houses for sale. So we had no idea that our house would sell so quickly when we hired Nathan, and for that, we're very grateful. One of the benefits of working with Nathan Clark and his team was that he had a pool of pre-approved buyers, which was very beneficial in selling our home. Nathan would even call us after hours to keep us posted on the status of the sale, which I thought was very professional. When we met with Nathan, he said that he would sell our home or he would buy it. He didn't have to buy it because he sold it. So in that sense, he did meet our expectations because we didn't think our house would sell in the current market. I would recommend Nathan Clark and his team because he has the whole staff at his disposal. So no matter what time of day or night you call, even on the weekends, someone's there to help you with your issues, as opposed to an individual agent whom you might have to wait a while. He promised he would sell our home, and he did. So yes, he lived up to his promise.